BBDO. My role at BBDO is twofold, really. On one side is to try to keep BBDO on the cutting edge of technology, and the other role I have is to really try to understand how technology is affecting consumers' behavior. And we know that in the last few years it's been quite dramatic. So, before I start, I want to do a quick survey. And can you please raise your hand if you've got an iPhone? It's about 52.3%. Who's an Android? Oh, there's not many. 20.1%. Windows Phone? Yeah, 0.5%. BlackBerry? There's a few, and keep it up if you also have a second phone. BlackBerry just announced they've just launched a new low-cost version today. It's called Z 3. Who has no phone? Now, I asked that question once, and there was one person. No one, right? Okay, tablet. Raise your hands if you had a tablet. Keep it up if it's not an iPad. It's not an iPad. So there's quite, probably 1/4. Who has a laptop? Probably for work. And desktop at home. Yeah, quite a few. So the question really, who has all four? And use it regularly. Pretty much everyone, right? There's a new section. I've just added it today. Wearable tech. So, who has a fitness band?
What do you mean by fitness band?
Yeah? 10%, 15% maybe? Well, ooh, I know that's the next one. Who has a smartwatch? 3% maybe. And Google Glass. Is Omar still there? You have Google Glass. That's one person. Cool.
Only because they gave it to me.
I think today I'm going to beat you all anyway. I have on myself 5 touchscreens. Plus the laptop over there. That's 6. So I have my iPad. I have a Windows phone. I have my iPhone, which is my main phone. And then I have a smartwatch. It's 4. And because smartwatch, I also have the Android, because it only works with that. So, you know, talking about a lot of technology, it used to be very simple, right? Just one computer. The question really is, when you look at all that, what is mobile? You know, it's one of the 3 portions of Solomo. And, you know, if you're trying to answer what is mobile, really, the answer should be those mobile devices, there's quite a few now, they're really fixtures. And they're fixtures of an overall journey. And that journey is the mobile element. It's the experience you get through the journey. That is the mobile element. So it's very important to make sure that the experience is consistent across all those channels or touch points. Spotify is a great example. Last year I went on holiday and decided to take my car from London to south of France. I worked that day. And in my office, when I work, I quite like to have, listening to Spotify, as most of people do. Then I took my scooter back home, and I have a Bluetooth connected helmet onto my mobile phone, and as I ride, I listen to music, keep, with Spotify again. And then we took the car, and then we drove to south of France overnight. And then my wife used the iPad, connected Bluetooth onto the dashboard, into the car, and then we were listening to music. All that using our existing playlist. This is a great example of how consumers behave today. It's the same with shopping. If you do your groceries online and so on, you quite often do that across different devices. So connected consumers really want connected experiences, and this is very important, and it's very critical, especially in the Solomo context. We talk often about, or more actually, it's one of those new buzzwords, but omni-channel seems to come quite a lot. And the question really is, if your strategy is multi-channels, you may just end up with delivering different type of experiences on social, on local, and on mobile. So it's very important that you consider omni-channels where again, the experience is consistent across all those channels. And I thought this diagram really summarized it quite well, because you really see the importance of creating one experience. It doesn't matter whether you do that on a smartwatch, on an iPad, through your computer at home, and so on. So, quick introduction about AMV BBDO in London. And I'll just start with one video which some of you may have seen.
I'm telling you, this is how it works, man. There's a little camera right here.
So this is a piece of work we did for Pepsi Max in the UK. We released that last month. It's had over 5 million views now. Again, what is really striking here is how people want to have those quirky, amazing experiences. And not only, you know, if you think about it, and there's a lot of those videos actually on the web at the moment, is only a few people have got to experience that, but millions of people have watched it. And so there's these things where people feel connected into the experience, even if they didn't experience firsthand. So going back to the notion of experience, Pine and Gilmore first introduced this notion of experience economy in 1998. And we're very much into an experience economy now. We're moving away from a service economy into an experience economy, and I'll come back to that a bit later on. But there's something in common between those two guys. So we have James Watts on the left and then Tim Berners-Lee. They're both responsible for a revolution. James Watts perfected the steam engine a couple of centuries ago, and that led to the Industrial Revolution. In my mind, Tim Berners-Lee is leading a new type of revolution, very similar to the one we had 200 years ago. But this one is one I call the experiential revolution.